The sun is shining outside. It's a glorious day. We will do our very best not to keep you here any longer than is entirely necessary, and then to send you out into that glorious world with even greater joy than that with which you entered. A reading that we've just heard, which is undeniably and unavoidably about love. It may be about many other things as well, but it's definitely about that. In the New Testament, love is something that we do. It's not solely a feeling within our heart or within our gut. It causes us to action. So, I'm going to require, if we could please, the assistance of a number of volunteers who would be happy to help do a little bit of building. Excellent, thank you very much. Would like to come to the front? We'd like to come to the front. Anyone else? Yes, upstairs, fine, yep, brilliant, marvellous. Take your time on the stairs, no rush, don't run, don't trip, don't fall, all those health and safety announcements. Don't slide down the banisters. Any other volunteers wish to come and join us? You simply come to the front. Yep, that's fine. Come, waving hands in the back. As many as you wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Marvellous. Hello. We'll just wait for the ones upstairs. So they seem to be able to go up and downstairs without getting out of breath. It's one of life's mysteries to me now, that one. Hello. Fantastic. Marvellous. Right. Okay, there is a little bit of building to do, and strangely enough, it's got to do with these big white cardboard boxes scattered around the building. In all, there are a number of boxes. I'm not going to tell you how many. Could you please fetch those boxes, and they will construct a common image of love. Have a look round. They're not all visible. Some you need to search for. Here's probably a good place to do your building. Thank you very much. Excellent. In your own time. Jolly good luck. I'll just try and get out of the way. I think so far we're going for the Giant's Causeway. Okay, that's a good start. Guessing what you're trying to do is very helpful. So, you're going to have to try and build it. If I give you a clue, that's one of the bottom ones, or that is the bottom one. From there, could you please build a common image to do love? I'm tempted to say it's looking a bit half-hearted. But of course I wouldn't say that. But it definitely is. One side's going ever so well. Oh, no, we're catching up. I'm very impressed with the level of cooperation you've got going on here. All sorts of whispered commands and suggestions taking place. Ignore that. Okay. No. You can see I have given my own daughters no prior knowledge of what might be happening. How many boxes have you got? Have you ever thought you might be missing something? Yeah, you definitely need another box. Got to do some searching. Some of these things don't always come easy. Aha. Right, this next bit needs to be quick, because you may have noticed that if they let go, the whole thing will fall apart. Which is because love is not something you just do or say and then stop. You work at it. You keep doing it. When you say to someone, I love you, whoa, you don't just say it, you then live it out. Love is the thing that drives us to walk right across town just to happen to pass by and see someone. Love is the thing that makes you drive miles out of your normal route just so you can pop by. Love is the thing that makes you stand looking over that crib or cot side late into the night, even though you are exhausted, because you cannot tear your eyes, let alone your heart, away from the one who is asleep within it. Oops. Bit of a body swerve there. Love is something you do, and you have to keep doing it, and you're doing remarkably well at keeping doing it. I shall try to be brief. Love is the thing that makes us feel more complete. It's unique to each of us, but it brings out from deep set within our soul, our gut, our everything, a sense of fulfillment in whatever way makes sense for us. It is the most positive connection with everything else that is existing. Every other person, every other thing, every other part of creation. To love it is the most positive response we can have. To have a command to love seems a little unnecessary, except that sometimes we doubt that love is enough. To dispel that fear and doubt, we need only look to the resurrection. Jesus loved us to his final breath. God loved him through that final breath into the life that God already knew. A life beyond breath. A life beyond the fears or the struggles or the joys of this world. A life which God already knew was eternal. A life in the love of God is the most abundant, complete life we can have. And knowing the love of God gives us the reason, the strength to love in return. To do anything else is simply less. Could I ask you, please? Could I ask you, please?
Can we break it?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, stand back a bit. Stand back a bit. Stand back a bit. Stand back. Stand back. Stand back. Could you stand back a bit, please? Could you stand back a bit, please? There you go. That way. That way. That way. Could you that way? That way. Do you want to? If you stay where you are. Okay. That way. That way. That way. That way. Right. Okay. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go. When I say go, I mean go. Okay? So, if you let go and go that way, and I'll let go and go that way, and we'll see what happens. So, anything less than love is simply less. And to stop loving means 1, 2, 3, go. Got a round of applause. It just doesn't work. It's as simple as that. We could make it no more plain, could we? Could you please give another round of applause to all our volunteers and helpers? Thank you very much.